Arkansas is stepping up in the critical minerals battle with China by offering access to one of the largest lithium reserves in North America. Companies like Exxon and Chevron are buying land in South Arkansas, where the state is on track to produce 15% of the world's lithium demand. Joining us right now is Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders. And Governor, thank you for joining us this morning. Tell us a little bit about this lithium reserve, how long you've known about it, and how long other companies have finally sat up and said, OK, this is something we need to pay attention to and we need to start investing.
Well, it's an exciting time in Arkansas and certainly an exciting time for the lithium industry. And Arkansas is prepared and ready to lead the charge in this space. We have a massive amount of lithium sitting right under our feet. And now the technology exists to extract it and do so in a way that is environmentally friendly, very different from the disruptive mining process that you've seen in other places to use lithium. With that industry growing, while lithium is used in everything from cell phone and car batteries to U.S. military operations and equipment, GPS trackers, drones, ammunition. There's so many things that lithium is now being used in that the demand is growing, and we have a vast amount it's sitting right under our feet, the ability to remove it, use it, and Arkansas is ready to lead and prepared to take it not just from the extraction, but all the way upstream into manufacturing so that we're doing it on American soil and we are not dependent on other countries for our lithium supply.
The lithium is in saltwater and brine that is there in the Smackover Formation aquifer. When did it first come to light that you could get lithium out of the water this way?
It's certainly always been there, but the technology to actually extract it and our ability to do so in a way that producers feel not only confident and comfortable, but have the ability to remove it from the ground without being very disruptive is a newer part of the process. And now we have a royalty structure in place that landowners and companies have agreed to that is allowing us to start actually going after removing that lithium and putting it into play.
ExxonMobil
That's only happened within the last couple of years.
Yeah, and it happens at a time when this rare earths crisis is kind of reaching a new level with China. ExxonMobil is talking about setting up a processing plant there, or not just talking about it, they're investing in it at this point. When will that be up and running?
Exxon, Chevron, Standard Lithium, Albemarle, Lanxess have all collectively invested hundreds of millions of dollars into Arkansas over the last couple of years, preparing for this moment, getting land rights in place, getting facilities set up, and we're moving full steam ahead. We have about 1,000 people in the lithium industry that will be in Arkansas over the next 2 days, talking about what we have, how we can use it, and how Arkansas can be a global leader in lithium extraction and take it all the way into the manufacturing process.
Governor, let's talk a little bit about some of the other issues facing the state with the government shutdown at the federal level. Your state, along with others, are set to run out of SNAP benefits starting November 1st. What will you do as a result? I think there are hundreds of thousands of Arkansas people who will be without the ability to buy groceries the same way.
It is absolutely insane that Democrats are playing political games and refuse to give in on this partisan wish list in order to put pressure on the backs of people who need benefits the most. We have 240,000 Arkansans that receive SNAP benefits that will not be able to put food on their tables because Chuck Schumer wants to play political games and score political points. They need to get back to work. They're still getting a paycheck. They need to do their work to receive it, and they do that by reopening the government and stopping this ridiculousness. And I'm very hopeful that they figure it out over the course of the next 4 days because they need to, because people are hurting, and it's not fair to those citizens that Washington can't figure out how to get the government back open because the Democrats care more about giving health care to illegals than they do about giving benefits to Americans.
What will you do as governor if the government does not reopen in that time? What can you do?
The solution really falls on the backs of our federal partners in Washington. We need them to step up and get their job done. We're going to continue to look for ways that we can support people here in this state. It's why, as governor, I was proud to be the first governor in the South to provide free school breakfast for every single student in our public schools. It's why we participated in summer EBT programs and food insecurity programs. But we need them to get the government back open. We need Chuck Schumer to stop with the games and for him to do his job. And that's what really needs to happen over the course of the next few days.
Governor, let's talk a little bit about the farmers in your state, because President Trump's push to put tariffs on China has created lots of problems for the farmers in your state, particularly the soybean farmers. I was reading that 1 out of 3 farmers in Arkansas could face bankruptcy without government assistance at this point, that they're expected to lose $85 an acre when it comes to soybean farmers. What are you doing?
This is one of the most difficult challenges that we're facing in the country, but I'm thankful we have a president who actually loves our farmers and is willing to do things to help support them. We went under President Trump's administration from having a trade surplus to being at a $50 billion deficit under the Biden administration. They opened up 0 new markets, no new trade deals under the 4 years of Joe Biden. The president has done more than that in just the last week. His trip in South Asia has opened up new markets. We are hopeful that it will continue to be successful. And this is a president who not only loves our farmers, but understands how important it is for our ag producers to do well. We can never get to a place where we are dependent on other countries for our food, for our fuel, and we need our farmers to be successful. He's fighting for them. I'm glad we're seeing somebody who's opening up those new markets, who's helping look for ways
Governor,
to lower input
what
costs.
about the talks with China? What happens if we are not successful in convincing them to buy more soybeans?
Well, if you listen to the comments from members of the administration, like the Secretary of the Treasury, the president himself, they feel very confident going into these conversations with China that they're going to have a good deal on the back end. I'm certainly hopeful that that's the case. If anybody can get the job done, it's Donald Trump. He's been doing it since he came back into office. I look at his success rate just over this week of the deals that he's been able to bring to the table. And I have no doubt that he will continue to deliver for the American farmer.